lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. We've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing around the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. And already we're underway here. Fakir. It's wrestled off the ball. No question, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He'll have a go. Good clearance and very necessary. Hernandez. It's a good foot in there. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Still goalless at the moment. Plays it over to the other flank. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Brings it forward.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Gets it back. Fakir. It's a fabulous position. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Out towards the flank. Lovely bit of skill there. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And we hit half-time, so now the team has broken through, but certainly not what they wanted trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals.
Some first-half thoughts? Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Nzonzi. Pavard. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Hernandez. Forward it goes. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. There is the breakthrough.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now.
Battles to win it back. Looking for space out wide. Across the field it goes. And Zonzi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout...
Header! It's good distance on it. Brought forward. What does he try from here?
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Fakir. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. He's had a look. Loose ball, who's going to get that?
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
Well, we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time. Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. We have already started here. Roberto Carlos. Gets wrestled off the ball. And the counter is on. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's played forward. Goes for it! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Deftly done. And that has been cleared. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Dashing forward at pace. Roberto Carlos. Rivaldo. Nielsen. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Well weighted. He's had a shot! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
It out of harm's way. Luisao just brushed off the ball there. Nielsen. There's the whistle for half-time. So now the team has broken through. But certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Nielsen. It's come loose. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Gets it back. Out to the right. Away from immediate danger. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with...
And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Nielsen. He's got options out wide. Well read, he sorted that out.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Chance! It's there!
Well, what a signal that is for the opposition. There really isn't much time to get a goal back now. We're talking about drama.
With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier. Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Quick ball forward, cuts it out. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Oh, good take in a good area. It is just a question of running down the clock now. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Just a goal in it. But that was enough. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. And already we're underway here. Hervedes moves it over to the other flank. Muller battles to win it back. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Plays it out to the flank. Schweinsteiger. Breaks on here. There's a long ball. Well positioned to make that interception. Looks to thread it through. Has a pop!
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. And a shot! Straight at the keeper.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Forward it goes. Got a sight of goal. Chance! They score! The breakthrough strike!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Tries to switch the play. Muller. Gets away from his opponent. He's got options out wide. Cuts it out. Pepe. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. He's got a goal! Back of the net! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit!
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
We hit half-time. Reflections on the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. He's made sure that that won't get through. Toni Kroos. Müller. Khedira. Goes for goal! Keeper has beaten it away. Just brushed off the ball there. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, some tackle that. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Coaxed through there. And it's been given away. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Khedira. And it's played forward.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
And back to base. The final 5 minutes. Varela. Very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Great leap! And the follow-up. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Final act. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and the result which is well deserved. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Very reached the end of our coverage for today. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And we have in front... Has a pop! It's there! And what a start! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So, a breakthrough already. Luis Enrique. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Forward it goes, and the counter is on. Lobs it in gently. And he's cut it out. And out to safety. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dinks one in. Nice little flip. Has a pop! Oh, that is rather wayward.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Lovely bit of skill. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Blanc. Perez. He's made sure that that won't get through. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Gets on the end of it. Perez. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. Goes for goal! More pressure on the opposition goal.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Hoists it forward. Luis Enrique. And it's played forward. There's a long ball. And the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're already into the second period. A solitary goal. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. He's left his man. Vieira. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Has a hit! It's a goal! Two to the good! They have breathing space! And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Henry. Perez plays a clever pass. Well read, he sorted that out. Gets good distance on it. Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. We get a throw in. Henry. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? This could fall anywhere. He's had a shot. Tries to get it forward quickly.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind. Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
Driving, Zidane! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So they have their win, they had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. Richard, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. As you can see, we've already started here. Whipped in. Hefty challenge, going for goal! Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Romario. Has been a recent tale of unmitigated, that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. It was worth a go.
Pedro. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Forward it goes. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Hoists it forward. It's a brilliant interception. And he heaves it forward. Xavi Alonso. Xavi. He's picked him out. Hits one! Goal!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Tries lifting it over. It's beautifully weighted. You can get that clear. Alonso! And the defence can get it clear. Tries a shot! Missed by a fraction. Needs to get it forward quickly. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the action has already resumed here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Xavi Alonso. Torres. Pings it out wide. Gets good distance on it. And that's been won straight back. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And it's played forward. Come back to the keeper. Xavi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead.
Pedro! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Romario has brushed off the ball there. Xavi. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and it's 1-0. Pedro.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Forward it goes. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Oh, he's broken through. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that is that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. But that was enough. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I'm sure a more comfortable margin would have been preferable, but you can't expect to get your way all the time. I think it was a win earned through game management, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's got away, going for goal! He's delivered all right! An extraordinary start, breakthrough in next to no time. Oh my goodness, that has ripped the rigging.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Dybala tries to get it forward quickly. Mateus. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward it goes. It's come loose. Pula. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Otamendi. Dybala. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Out to the right. Quick time.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Messi. Dybala loses his balance and loses the ball. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, shooting chance! And the half-time whistle goes. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. The start of the second half. Otamendi hoists it forward, receives it from behind, gets it back. It's a very good... Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Played out to the right.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strike... Goes for goal! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Puller. Riedler. Muller. Right through the middle. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Dybala. Looks to clip it forward. He's left his man. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Just 5 minutes left. Plays it over to the other flank. And it's played forward. Cut out in the nick of time. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Martinez battles to win it back. Messi. Dybala. Dybala! And that may well be that. That is that. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Tim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us... What a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Massive leap! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Throw in. Plays it over to the other flank. Good take. Pillar! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
And he just whacks it away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Attempts to play it through. He's got options out wide. Now, shot a goal! It's in! Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. A 1-0 lead established.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Out towards the flank. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and it's 1-0. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So what can they conjure from this one?
Well, he can produce power, precision and deception, so he's not short on options.
Oh, off the bar! And it's hoisted clear. Forward it goes. And the first 45 minutes are up. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Leading 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Going for goal!
And that's caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Teller. Still just a single goal between the sides. Goes for the cross.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Tries to get it forward quickly. That has put a stop to that. Teller. Away from immediate danger. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Time for a change in personnel.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Tries a shot! It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Just 5 minutes left. They've played it short. Whipped in. It's a brilliant interception. Has a go! Could move up a gear here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the finish!
Well, I suppose it wasn't the worst attempt if you consider how far out he was.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Solid, if not especially fancy, always in control. They did enough to win it. So what do you take away from it, Aldrin?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
That's it for today. Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at Del Piero! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Defending of the desperate variety. Gets wrestled off the ball. That's a good ball to find Del Piero! He scored! First blood drawn. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Ferrari. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. It has a hit! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that.
Del Piero! And he's there to clear it. Forward it goes. Pirlo. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
It's one! It's there!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's got options out wide, gets away from his opponent, got a sight of goal here. It's a brilliant interception. Steered forward. Ferrari. And it's played forward. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Going through, striding forward. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
This possibly the last play of the half. Massive lead! He scores! And already they're looking to run away with it. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong...
We've reached half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again. No reported change to either side during the break. Ferrari. Foot in. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Oh, and the shot! And more, and more, and more! And they are pulling clear here.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So now the difference is 3. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, good interception. Cannavaro. Totti. Chooses to go back. Totti! It's a goal! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. He's in, surely! Plays it back. Goes for goal! Filippo Inzaghi with a delicate ball. He gets past his man. And the finish! Throws it out of harm's way.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
De Rossi. Totti. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And the referee brings it to a close. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Just joining us, we are already on the way.
Listen, scoring early doesn't guarantee you anything, but the first goal is always important, and that's a terrific opening.
Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that in.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Well read, he sorted that out. And he's there to hoof it away. And it's got through. Dinks one in. Oh, great ball. Hits one! Sticks it away!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
There's a long ball. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Plays it out to the wing. Gets wrestled off the ball. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Out to the left it goes. Goalkeeper's ball. And the half-time whistle goes. So a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time. So once again, we're underway. Forward it goes. Teller. Played into space out wide. Pings it in. Gets up to head it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Defence can get it clear. Hit long and direct. Here it comes. Gorgeous control there. What an adventurous run from a defender. Defending of the desperate variety. And the counter is on. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Hoists it forward. There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's got to be a change. Played out to the right. Played into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Away from immediate danger. Still anyone's game, this. What has a goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
All he'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Well played, he saw that coming. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And time is up. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. And already we're underway here. Shot a goal! Wilson. And he's there to hoof it away. He's had a goal! Shoots! Good distance on it. Delivers across. And that has been cleared. Here comes another cross.
That has sent him sprawling.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Muller. He's left his man. Well read, he sorted that out. Played out to the right. Hits one! A great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
And it's been taken straight back. Has a hit! And that has skinned the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. He's got options out wide. Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. And he's there to cut it out. There is the half-time whistle. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Well, the action has already resumed here. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? And the shot! They scored! The second half sparked straight into life.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
It's the through ball. You can get that clear. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now the counter. He's pinged one through here. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Gets away from his opponent. Just brushed off. Has a go! Has a pop! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. A couple of changes then in quick succession. No, that's not the ball he wanted. The only goal came in the early moments of the second period, and it's 1-0. Good clearance and very necessary. Moore. Time is ebbing away, but it feels like an eternity when you're holding on to a slender lead. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Clears it out of harm's way. Goes for goal! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
And that is that. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art to good defence too, and their organisation and discipline has helped earn this win.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.